Countertop resurfacing with Superior Resurfacing in Richmond, Virginia. Here we have a countertop that was actually resurfaced by another company 4 or 5 years ago. That company, I believe, was Miracle Method. At least that's what my customer said. And I have to admit, it looks great, and it's actually held up very, very well over the years. The only reason they were actually having it resurfaced again was because, as you can see here, they actually ran into a problem with a fire. So other than that, the counter did look solid. It held up great. There was no other damage other than really just the fire there. You'll see some paint drips here and there from when they just painted the backsplash not too long ago. But all in all, I would say it held up really well. Now, this is a look at their granite finish, but here is a look at ours. This is a faux finished, hand stained and hand applied granite system. There's a close look up of the multi-spec product. We apply these finishes as well for customers that enjoy them. And now here's a close up of our high-end stone finish. With this specific countertop, we were actually going for a very earthy kind of granite look. We did want to have some veins in there that kind of mimicked marble, and really the point was just to make it look like as high-end stone as we can possibly make it. Now there are a lot of colors going through here, some white, some earth tones, but the way this system is actually done is first we apply our base coat primer, then our epoxy, and once that epoxy is dry, we then apply our coloring system. And really, the better we are at doing faux finishing, the better our look looks. So when it comes to these colors now, the customer has complete creative control. You know, I'll show folks my samples and they can pick something that's exactly based on the sample, or they can say add a little bit of this, add a little bit of that, and that's just what this color did. You know, we added some wheat gold colors in there. We added a bit more white where she wanted. She did specify that she wanted thin brown veins throughout, and we were able to do just that. When it comes to countertop resurfacing, this is pretty much one of my favorite things to do. I love being able to have the opportunity to express my artistic side and really just create something that I know they're really, really going to enjoy. One of the other very nice things about this system is that, you know, it is unlike the multi-spec system, which often does leave a texture, and some people enjoy the texture. This is something that's very much a mirror glass finish that really does mimic stone. Now I'm showing you here a few pictures of the backsplash because we decided to try something interesting. That's not tile there, that's actually all hand faux finished as well. The way we did this was first we applied a base coat of epoxy, then we actually hand taped a very thin stencil using 1/8 inch tape, and that's what created the outline of the tiles. And then we used similar color tones but kind of changed it up a little bit, went a little bit more beige, because she actually had a sample of the tiles that she wanted it to look like, so we were really mimicking that. And then drew on some of the accent tiles the same coloring from the countertop, just to really help tie it all in. So the backsplash was done at a later date, about 2 or 3 days later, and while we were at it, she actually got us to resurface her desk, which also suffered, you know, some fire damage. So here is the before of the desk, and here is now the after. So pretty nice change. With this one, she asked me to throw some red in there to kind of go with the red looking wood there, and it came out pretty nice. Well, thank you so much for checking out our video. Learn more about us at resurfacedrichmondva.com.